In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on November 16, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Chicago Bulls and New Orleans Pelicans meet Wednesday in NBA action at the Smoothie King Center. The Chicago Bulls have lost 4 of their last 5 games. The New Orleans Pelicans have split their last 10 games. The Chicago Bulls have been in a rut as they've lost 4 of their last 5 games, and they will be hoping to arrest a 2-game skid after getting blown out by the Nuggets in a 126-103 loss on Sunday. Zach LaVine led the team with 21 points on 8 of 15 shooting. DeMar DeRozan added 16 points, while Patrick Williams chipped in with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting. As a team, the Bulls shot 49% from the field and 6 of 22 from the three-point line as they got off to a terrible start and were always struggling after getting outscored by 32-20 in the first quarter. The Bulls just couldn't find their footing in this one as they committed 19 turnovers as they trailed by as many as 28 points in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, the New Orleans Pelicans have been in decent shape as they've won 3 of their past 4 overall, and they will be aiming for a third straight victory after routing the Grizzlies in a 113-102 win last night. CJ McCollum drained 7 three-pointers to lead the team with 30 points and 9 assists. Brandon Ingram and Larry Nance Jr. each scored 19 points, while Trey Murphy chipped in with 13 points. As a team, the Pelicans shot 47% from the field and 18 of 38 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the Grizzlies in a tight contest until the fourth quarter, where they won behind their defense, holding the Grizzlies to just 15 points to pull away and earn the win. Looking at the betting trends, the Bulls are 7-3-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games and 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 road games against a team with a winning home record. The Pelicans are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games playing on 0 days rest, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Bulls are 15-5-1 against the spread in the last 21 meetings in New Orleans. Following back-to-back home losses against the Pelicans and Nuggets, the Bulls hit the road in hopes of getting revenge against New Orleans at Smoothie King Center. This team has dropped 4 of their last 5 games. I actually backed them to beat the Pels in the meeting played last week, but unfortunately they failed to deliver. It was their 8th defeat against the Pels in the last 11 meetings. Plus, their road record isn't anything to brag about as they've gone 2-5 straight up in the last 7 outings. So the question is, can they get revenge here? They'll have to try without Kobe White, who is out with a quad issue. New Orleans has injury issues of their own, with Zion Williamson being questionable with an ankle issue. He didn't play in the win over Memphis last night, but he did have 26 points in the 13-point win over Houston a couple of days back. He also had only 19 in the win over Chicago the other day, but make no mistake about it, Zion lifts this team to a whole new level when he plays. The Pels have a really good 4-1 straight-up record over their last 5 home games. They've also covered the spread in 4 of 5 games versus Central Division opponents. After that impressive win over the Grizzlies last night, it's pretty clear why they are favored to get the win here. The Bulls have been far from convincing lately, winning just once in their last 5 games. Getting blown out by 23 at home versus Denver wasn't a good look. If the Pels can beat them at the United Center by 4, then it makes sense to back them to finish the deal just a few days later in their own arena. The Chicago Bulls continue to have their issues on the defensive side, and it makes them hard to trust as these losses start to pile up. The New Orleans Pelicans are on the end of a back-to-back and fresh off a big win over the Grizzlies. Possible look-ahead spot for the Pelicans. Still, the Pels are healthy and starting to find a rhythm. I like what I'm seeing. So the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams will have to be on their game if they are to reach tonight's total. They just combined for 226 points in the first meeting of the season, but I'm expecting more from the Pelicans here after CJ McCollum finally got out of his slump, scoring 30 against Memphis last night. The last 10 meetings are averaging 238 points per game, and the over has cashed 8 times during that stretch. That's been the general trend in games played at Smoothie King Center between these teams, with 6 overs cashing in the last 7 played there. Aside from Zion, neither team is missing any key players here, so I believe that we can expect a free-flowing offensive game from both sides. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Houston Rockets versus Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks will play host to their Lone Star State rivals, the Houston Rockets, on Wednesday night at the American Airlines Center in Dallas. The last time they met was on March 23, 2022, when the Mavericks beat the Rockets 110-91, and the Mavs covered as 10-point favorites. Dallas has beaten Houston the last 3 times the teams have met, both straight up and against the spread. Houston is coming into this game with a loss on Monday night to the Los Angeles Clippers. Dallas is on a 6-game losing streak against the spread, a streak in which they are 4-2 straight up. Sunday night, Dallas narrowly beat the Portland Trail Blazers, but could not beat the spread. The Houston Rockets have been in terrible form as they've lost 12 of their first 14 games overall, and they will be hoping to put a halt to a 3-game slide after getting routed by the Clippers in a 122-106 loss on Monday. Jalen Green led the team with 25 points and 7 assists. Kevin Porter Jr. added 20 points while Alperen Sengun chipped in with 16 points. As a team, the Rockets shot 45% from the field and 9 of 30 from the three-point line as they struggled to keep up with the Clippers from the start and never looked threatening in a game where they trailed by as many as 24 points at one stage. Meanwhile, the Dallas Mavericks have been in great shape as they've won 6 of their last 8 games, and they will be aiming for a 3rd straight victory after outlasting the Clippers in a 103-101 home win last night. Luka Doncic led the team with 35 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. Dorian Finney-Smith added 21 points. Spencer Dinwiddie scored 16 points, while Christian Wood chipped in with 15 points on 6 of 8 shooting off the bench. As a team, the Mavericks shot just 43% from the field and 17 of 43 from the three-point line as they squandered an early 25-point lead before escaping with the narrow win thanks to a wild three-pointer from Doncic with just 27.8 seconds left on the clock. Looking at the betting trends, the Rockets are 10-4 against the spread in their last 14 Wednesday games and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games against a team with a home record above .600. The Mavericks are 0-5-1 against the spread in their last 6 home games, 0-3-1 against the spread in their last 4 games against a team with a losing record, and 0-7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Rockets are 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 meetings in Dallas. The Rockets will again be without Ezion Tate once again, while the Mavericks are missing Yavale McGee and Davis Bertans. The Rockets haven't been able to build any momentum so far this season, and they are coming into this one fresh off a big loss to the Clippers. The Mavericks have been on a nice run, and they just took down the Clippers in a thrilling win last night thanks to a clutch shot from Doncic. The Mavericks are playing this one on 0 days rest, and there's always the chance of a letdown performance after such a thrilling win, and this is a massive number for a Dallas Mavericks team on the end of a back-to-back. But I get it. As I've said many times already, the Houston Rockets are probably worse than they were a season ago. Yes, the Rockets don't play a lick of defense like last year, but their offensive production has fallen off. There's not a lot to like with the Rockets up to this point. Go with the balanced team of Doncic and company, so the Dallas Mavericks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. This will be a spirited game in a cross-state rivalry to likely a near sold-out Dallas crowd that loves to root on Doncic and crew in their successful season. Dallas is ranked 6th in the Western Conference, playing against underdog but spirited number 15 in the Western Conference Rockets. This has the makings of a decent offensive game with both teams overachieving a bit when tensions run high. The Mavericks tend to be over when running on a 0-day rest, and over is 5-1 for the Rockets when playing on a 1-day rest. Look for these less rested but not exhausted teams to play over on Wednesday night. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.